I don't mean to alarm you, but you should probably save before heading into that next room. Hey there, kiddos, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Uncle Frank, hoping that you are having a great day. And in today's video, I'd like to sit back in my not very squeaky chair, relax, and have a conversation with all of you about video games in general. We are in the video game corner of the garage, so it's time to talk about video games. And in this video, I'm going to try to encourage you guys to just get out there and try more video games. You see, there are 50 years worth of video game consoles and, of course, games for those consoles made by a variety of publishers and to a huge varying scale of quality. You know, some games are absolute diamonds, the best of the best games that everyone, in my opinion, should at least try some of them. You know, we're talking like pure gems like Majora's Mask, Halo 2. Some people would say like The Witcher 3, or like I'm a huge fan of like Shantae for the Game Boy Color. Like there's a lot of games out there that I do think really hit that perfection level of gaming for the console that they're on. And then there's other games on the opposite end of the spectrum. There's games that are absolute dog water, and I don't think anyone should ever try. And to give two great examples of that, let's go. What we got over here? All right, I got two examples for you. So this right here, this is Disgaea 2 Cursed Memories, right? Yeah, Cursed Memories. It's one of, in my opinion, the best titles ever put out by Nippon Ichi Software. It is a very interesting RPG. There's a lot going on in this game. There's a lot of mechanics. You can level up your characters. You can level up your spells. You can level up your equipment. You can level up your enemies. Yes, that is a thing you can do. There's a lot going on here. And if you've never played a Disgaea game before, basically they're all crazy absurd with all kinds of big numbers and cool attack animations and all that jazz. And it really is just one of my favorite games. I've been a huge addict of this game since I was in high school, right? And on the opposite end of the spectrum, we have, can't believe I'm pulling this out, we have Shaq Fu. This is a fighting game for the Sega Genesis. And it is, it's awful. It's actually got a price tag on here of $2.99. I did not pay $2.99 for this. I traded some foil Yu-Gi-Oh cards for it back in the day, and I feel like I got ripped off in that trade. So, there's that. You know, there is a huge breadth of video games out there, and sure, a lot of them are bad. And you might not even be aware of the good ones out there. But it does feel like in recent years, as I get my tongue all twisted, it feels like in recent years, gaming as a hobby, gaming as a culture has really shifted from being something that you, or maybe you and a few close friends do, you know, in the comfort of your own home, by yourself, playing through whatever game you try out, renting them from the video store, or buying it with your pocket money. It feels like it's shifted from something you do to something you watch other people do. There's a huge economy of streamers playing video games for the enjoyment of their audience, doing funny reactions, or just chatting with the video chat. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just so we're clear, I am a content creator myself. I understand the appeal of watching others play, and I even understand the appeal of, you know, watching other people give a full breakdown of a video game, for better or worse. I mean, what's a good example? Like the Angry Video Game Nerd, right? James Rolfe has been around since the early days of like the popular internet. In fact, he predates YouTube. The Angry Video Game Nerd has been around for a long time, and I would be lying if I said I did not, to this day, and I've been watching this guy since I was in high school, I'd be lying if I said to this day I don't watch every single one of his AVGN videos he puts out, because I do. I love that stuff. I'm addicted to it. Good stuff, right? But at the same time, if you only, here's the caveat, if you only consume video games through the lens of another person, I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice, because there are a lot, and I do mean a lot of games, even if they aren't the tippy tip of the top, like even if they aren't the best games ever, there's still a lot of very enjoyable games ever that you out there that you might find to be your personal favorite, games that are relatively obscure enough that if you're just paying attention to what other people are playing, you might not even know they exist. And I strongly urge anyone out there who might be in the, I don't know, mood to try out new games, so just go to your nearest, not GameStop, nearest, retro game store in your area. I'm sure there's, I know it's not in every town, but my town has like 2 of them. It's crazy now that I think about it. Go out, find a retro game store in your area, and throw $10 at the counter and say, hey, what do you recommend for this console? And I almost guarantee, especially if the guy behind the counter knows what he's doing, knows what he's talking about, and he has experience in the field, if you get, if your store owner or his employees are even half qualified, they're going to give you something half decent. I mean, if you've never tried it, God, throwing 10, 20 bucks at random retro games really can get you a grab bag. Some of them are awful. Don't get me wrong. There are plenty of games like, look, not every retro game is great. I'm not trying to say every retro game is I'm not trying to say every retro game is great. I can't say that sentence. I'm not trying to say every retro game is great. I can't say that sentence for some reason. Oh, I learned something new today. Don't like that. I have to work on that. Anyway, I'm not trying to say they're all perfect. But I am trying to say you won't find out if there's something out there that you love, because there are plenty of games out there that you will genuinely love that you wouldn't have known about if you didn't go out there and try. And to emphasize this is one of my favorite games. I have been super addicted to this since I was in high school, right? I love this game so much. I got this at random going to it was like a VHS rental store at the time. And it was like going out of business. And there was like a stack of video games he had just gotten in. And this was one of them. And this is just the one that stuck out to me. There was some other stuff too that I bought, but this is the one that I remembered from back at the time. And I've always been hooked to it ever since. And it's just because I randomly decided to pick it up one day. And it turned out to be amazing. And that's going to happen to you. If you go out there and you give it an earnest attempt, you go out and actually try to experience new things, you're going to find that there's a long list of video games out there that you might enjoy based entirely on your own preferences. Obviously, you need a retro console, so it's a big commitment. Some retro consoles are expensive. I'm not, blah, blah, blah. Feel free to do research or whatever, but I almost guarantee that if you look for more than 20 minutes, you're going to find something older than 10 years that is genuinely enjoyable. And some of them can be really addicting. Again, some of them can be really addicting. Some of them can be awful. And then some of them can be the perfect gaming experience. But you won't know any of them unless you go out and give them a try. So that's really what I'm trying to say in this video. I encourage, if you are even slightly interested in playing video games, look past what is popular in the moment. Look past what a lot of other people are playing and go out there and give something new a try. You might be surprised by what you find. Really, that's all I'm trying to say. That your uncle's trying to tell you to go try new things. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. I will see you guys in the next video. And now I have to try and beat this stupid thing. Fear Effect 2 is not one of the perfect games I was talking about. It's okay. But I am halfway through, I think. And I'm not really enjoying it all that much. It's good for what it is, though.